What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Let's Argue About It. Today, we got a special guest, Kavy, right?
Yes,
Met the
yes.
young lady recently, walking outside, and I wanted to know her story. So I don't even know how to really introduce you because when I look at you, you got boxing, modeling, content creator. You do it all. So what would you identify yourself as if I wanted to introduce you to these people right now?
Right now, I'm an upcoming boxer,
Okay.
and someone that's just trying to move through life and try to help everybody else that I couldn't help myself when I was young. So I just want to be a boxer.
Okay, we gonna call it a
Just want to
boxer. Hey, look,
just
so
call me a boxer.
I I I don't know your story, so this is why this is so brand new, right? Because most of the people that come on this podcast and sit on this couch, I've known in some way, shape, or form for at least a little while, right?
Right.
Like I've built a relationship. Not saying we don't have one, but
Mm-hmm.
I built one, right?
Yeah.
So I want to get to know you right now. That's what we're gonna do. Right
All
now,
right, for sure.
today,
Let's
we're gonna
work.
we gonna get to know each other right here. We're gonna sit on this couch, all right? So
Okay.
just a little bit about about yourself, where you from, what brought you even to Houston if you're not from Houston.
Okay. So I moved out to Houston May of last year. It is currently April, coming up a year.
Okay.
Born and raised in Florida. Uh, Grew up in Key West. Born and raised, or born in Fort Myers. Been literally all around. Yeah, it's kind of a layered
Yeah, layered
childhood, but
childhood. Okay.
for the most part, I'm from Florida. So, and I came out here for entrepreneurship, streaming, and yeah, it's
Okay.
crazy how much everything can change in a year. So,
So what made you get? So how'd you get to streaming, right? So you talk about you came here to stream, right? So what got you to that point, right? Like what in your early child or early adolescence? Well, I mean, you're only 22, so we're not gonna talk like she ain't just old. Like,
oh
yeah, I'm gonna make
yo,
that very clear. She's only 22, y'all. So what did what in that sub 18 years, right, made you realize that okay, this is kind of what I want to do when I graduate high school to do whatever.
so streaming wasn't even on my mind. I was a javelin thrower. I
Okay,
was
hold
collegiately. I
on.
played basketball collegiately. And then you know they did not cap. When freshman year hit, that's one of your hardest years in college, and
Yeah.
my dad passed, and it was very deep, very hard for me to navigate, very hard. So I just took some time off from school, tried to find myself in different things, social media, modeling, and that's how I came about streaming because Twitch just started. Kaizen
Mm-hmm.
that,
Right. Yeah.
yeah.
Right there. Right
So,
before. Right before COVID. Right before that time.
hmm
Like yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I was trying to be a streamer during COVID. I made I made affiliate, but after that I realized like
Okay,
I re,
affiliate's good though. You making
but
money.
look, no, I only had like maybe 100 people. But like you gotta understand, I come from the age of where like when we were streaming games on Twitch, we were streaming actual video games. You get what
Yes,
I'm saying?
that's
Like
how I started.
that.
That's
You
how
see
I
what I'm
first
saying? Like I
Call
was
of Duty.
really Call of Duty, like we
Yeah,
was in the trenches and nobody, like
yeah.
that wasn't really a thing. Now
hmm
people do a lot of different type of content,
IRL.
right? And we'll
Correct.
talk about that later because I be
Yeah.
wanting to understand like because we're about 10 or 11 years apart, so I be able to understand where did that come from to be able to just sit on camera and just talk to people
hmm
on live, right? Like, where does that come from? Is that just something that's something like in high school, y'all? I know you say you didn't stream, but like that's something like in high school, everybody would just be on the internet like that to
No,
where
actually, I used to get in a sense bullied for it, cause
really,
yeah, cause I was posting every day and people were hating. Like I was getting
yeah,
views and some more shit. Now everybody want to be a content creator.
yeah, facts, me included, y'all. But but yeah, but no,
Damn, put
I'm
my
for
hat
real.
back.
Cause no, when you think about it, I'm telling you, cause even and it's funny because I'll sit there and I got a 5-year-old, right, and I'll look at what she does and how she'll watch them other little kids playing with toys, and I'll be like, why are you watching somebody else play with toys, right?
hmm
Not realizing that that's just the new wave, and she still will play with her own toys, but I felt like getting outside was something that we lost when it came to like content creating and stuff. But
Yes.
that's besides the point, right? So you move to Houston, right? You start the content creation, right? You
hmm
were the javelin thrower. That's
hmm
pretty unique, right?
hmm
So how did you kind of get into even being a collegiate athlete to begin with? Like you were doing that in all high school, you were a
No,
track girl. Okay,
no.
what?
So, throughout my childhood, I wasn't allowed to play balls or sports. So,
Really?
yes. So I found Forever Home my 8th grade year,
Uh-huh.
and she let me play lacrosse, basketball, golf, rugby. softball, literally anything I wanted to play,
Yeah.
and play basketball, softball. And then the softball coach, like it was like a cult. And
Yeah.
like I couldn't play certain positions because they wouldn't play center field.
Yeah.
I'm black. I'm the only black.
Yeah. 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 I
You know how
got
to
you.
go.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was like, F it. I'm in the training room. I love to be in like the mix.
Mhm.
So Coach Perkins, shout out to Coach Perkins. He was like, he was my principal at the time, and he was the head track coach. He was like, "Why don't you come out and throw?" Because I from the fence when I was in center field, I could throw from the fence to home like a
Mhm.
dart. He's like, "Come out and throw." And I came out and threw, and I bombed it. Bombed it. I went to regionals my first year. I started my junior year, and I went to states nationals my senior year, and I
Sheesh.
got a full ride scholarship at Kaiser University.
Sheesh. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he was doing that damn thing, huh?
yeah. It's a difference when it's like it's just it's free. Like it's
Yeah.
free. You don't have to put everything into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you mentioned a second ago, right? You found your forever home. Is that like you mean like in sports or like what is that?
No, so I grew up in the foster care.
Oh,
Yeah, I grew
okay.
up in foster care. In and out of I was in at least 54 homes, group homes, and yeah. I found my forever home. Shout out to Miss Ariana Nesbitt. Um, yeah, found my forever home. I was selling drugs at 7th grade. And when I switched it around, 8th grade. Uh, Class president, straight A's. Yes, bro. Captains on all my teams.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you really live like okay. See, so I'm getting to know you now. So pardon my intrusion when I asked that question because I didn't know. But I mean, you really had kind of not a normal upbringing. I would like to
not at
say,
all.
right? So when you finally found that forever home, obviously it made a world of a difference for you, and those people made a obviously a great impact on you, right? Because you're
Very.
successful, you're doing what you're supposed to be
Yeah.
doing, and you got your head on straight. So, how was a lot of people talk about the foster care, but we don't got to dig too deep if you don't want to. But how is that? Because you talk about almost 20 plus homes that you done been in, right? How does that affect a person, mentally? Because a lot of people don't be realizing that. I think if you just grow up, it isn't me, right? It isn't me. It never happened to me. So how was that like? What would you want the viewers to know? Just kind of like, man, foster care, like this is kind of how it would shape people's minds.
There's definitely pros and cons to it. I stick by that.
Okay.
Um, I was very blessed to have a home. Very blessed that someone sees me for not all my troubles and what I did. They just seen the potential I had
Hmm.
and literally just watered that.
Okay.
Um, Ooh.
It's all right. Hey,
Nah, nah, it's good.
we
It's good. It's
good.
good.
We
It's
here.
good.
This is what we here for. Hey, this is what we here to do.
Uh, Pretty much my whole life, I never had anybody to sit here and water me.
Okay.
And for her to sit here and water me, and for me to see that, switch that around,
Yeah.
and I see what I'm capable of and the potential I can do, that's all I needed. And for anybody uh, that's in the foster care system or has been in the foster care system and is where I'm at right now, I just want you to realize that oh,
It's all right.
um, everyone is in your life for a reason, and
Mm.
there's always a lesson in that person, behind that person. So you just got to figure out what the lesson is. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So, and that's beautiful, by the way. And I appreciate you for speaking up on that because, a lot of people, they just don't know what they don't know. And over here on this show, we are bringing light to things that we just don't know, whether
right,
it be in a profession or whatever it is. So I appreciate you, being comfortable enough to even speak like that, right?
for sure.
But I'm about to ask you, right?
Chucky.
Yeah, what is this?
You
Because
know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So I got Chucky on my arm too.
uh-huh.
So this right here is a dad, like, to my dad. He
Okay.
passed away September 8th, 2022, when I was in college. I was in Chipotle when I got the call, and yeah, one thing I always remember about my dad was when he came and picked me up. He always had his grills in, and he always had Chucky in his front seat, and I love Chucky.
Okay. So
Yeah,
it means a lot more than just
it's
it's a lot more
it's a
than
lot more than surface level.
yeah. And so you've watched.
Very
I'm assuming you've watched every single Chucky movie, including
Yeah,
that
pretty
series.
much.
You
Yeah.
like the series? You watched the new series that came
No,
out
I didn't
on it?
watch the new
You should
series.
watch the series. It's pretty dope too. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not, I'm not like a diehard Chucky fan, but
Yeah.
I've watched, the movies to know that it's a good movie, good cult classic.
Mm-hmm.
That people like to
Definitely
say.
a classic. Y'all should
Okay.
tap in.
All right, so now I got that elephant out the way because I really was trying to figure out why I was being held so hard. So respect to Pops, shout out to Pops, right? Instilling something that you're able to keep with you everywhere you go. So let's get back, back to it, right? This boxing, right? Where did that start, or when did that start?
Yo, shout out to Alyssa, Big G, Jaden. Jaden is the one that got me in the gym. Shout out to Coach Martinez. Um, I never realized how much anger I had in me.
Hmm.
I never realized why I was on edge. And then, I can't really talk about it, but in August something really happened,
Mm-hmm.
and that changed. Like basically, I was suppressing a lot of emotions and a lot of hurt, and boxing let me release that.
Hmm.
So it's a different type of when I walk in the gym, I'm at a safe haven. I am able to feel my emotions, and I'm not allowed to get in trouble for it.
Hmm.
So that's why I started boxing, and mentally it's put me at a much higher place than I was in November.
It's like what, 4 months ago?
4 months.
So you were in boxing for
Four,
like 4 months.
4 months.
Wow. And then now it's like something. So you came in there. I ain't gonna say not for it to be a hobby, for it to be an outlet. But now
Yes,
it's become something where you're like, oh, I can take this really
I
serious.
can take it really
So at what
serious.
point in that 4 months did you realize, oh, this is something I can really be serious with?
Big shout out to Summer Folk, and big shout out to my coach Stanka right now, Jeremy
Okay.
Gore. Um, Coach Jeremy doesn't take the time out to train fighters. He
Hmm.
took the time out to train me for free.
Wow.
He sees it in me.
Wow. Okay.
And just like my foster story,
You just talk about watering.
yeah, it's
Somebody's
watering me.
watering you. Yeah.
And I'll always remember that.
Yeah. Okay. So you started a boxing. You realize it. You got somebody that's behind you, 100% supporting it. Right. What does this like next step of the journey look like for you? Right. Because you're 4 months in. Right.
Mm-hmm.
You're still young, so that's actually pretty good. So you're at 22. I've met a couple of dudes at the gym. Like, hey, bro, I just started boxing. Shout out to my boy D. He got a fight coming up here in Houston. But yeah, like he like, I like, bro, how long you been boxing? Shit, like a year. I'm like, I be hearing these stories about something that's just like they just never did it before and they started doing it. So is that like just some God given talent to be able to box, or what? Is it something you think people can just learn on the fly, or is it something like
Definitely.
you kind of got to already have it in you for you to be able to be good?
Touche. You definitely got to have it in you.
Okay.
Not everyone can fight.
Okay.
Not everyone can stand in that fire and take a punch.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned that because I'm still learning that. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
The
I'm
early
4 months in, I still kind of get fidgety. That's why I'm
Yeah.
not fighting right now.
Yeah.
So you definitely got to have that dog in you. Got to have that warrior mentality and that resilience,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what. And you got to know why you're doing it.
And you got the why.
I got my why.
We already talked about the why.
I got a
so
chip on my shoulder.
got a chip on your shoulder. Okay. So you looking to like start like exhibition fighting this year, maybe
Very
next year?
much. I'm trying to have at least 4 fights so I can qualify for nationals.
Sheesh. Oh, you going all the way to the top. Well, we support you over here. Cool, Dan.
Appreciate it.
We got
You know
you.
what I'm
We
saying?
got you. So you box. You also model, right?
Correct.
You also create content,
Mm-hmm.
right? How do you do it all, right? Like, what is your we'll start with that. Yeah. How do you do it all? Like, how do you focus in on fighting, but also still doing because there's like different lanes. The modeling, they're all different lanes.
It's a
Because you
lot.
know what I mean?
I have a lot on my plate.
You're fighting one day, and let's just say you start getting into that ring soon, and the next thing Lord forbid, but black eyes happen, things happen, right?
Yeah, my
So, nose crack,
messed
nose
up.
broke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like training like that, like you say, it ain't for the lighthearted, right? So now, not saying you got to have a pretty face to be a model, but there goes the blemishless face. So now, like, how does that,
My it factor.
Yeah, your it factor. So that's
my it factor.
Yeah.
No matter what, this
yeah. So
energy don't lie.
so how do you manage that to be able to be like, okay, like I gotta make
I
sure
think
I'm
I've
good.
grown a pretty big following.
Okay.
I've grown people that know me. I've grown influence,
Mm-hmm.
and just because my face is all messed up, that don't mean I still don't have influence.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. So you think do you think your modeling will change then, or do you think it'll just still be The same. Because I seen your pic. Like people that follow you, they follow you. Like you got you suited and booted, you fresh to death, right? When you
Thank you.
think about boxing, you don't think about like, I'm not saying soft, but stylish. You think about gritty. You think about
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? So how do you, flip the switch between the two when you like, man, I'm really on this grind, but at the same time, modeling is still my thing. So do you think you're gonna start going into more like fight based modeling? Well, I say fight based, but like, not WWE, but you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
I never really thought about it. I never took the time to actually think about, oh, my face is about to get messed up, because I don't
Yeah.
go in there with that mentality.
No, facts, you can't, because if so, then it will happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't go in there with that mentality. I go in there. This is my ring, dog eat dog.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
So
So
I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm not saying it won't.
yeah,
Keep them hands up,
keep your
but
hands up.
um, I don't go. I don't think about when it's boxing. It's boxing. When I modeling, it's modeling. So
Okay.
yeah,
So outside of boxing, right? What's some of the biggest things you've learned since being in Houston? I'm not a Houstonian,
trust no
so
one.
oh, you already trust no one. Why you say that? I'm gonna be
At the
real.
end of the day, no
Yeah.
one's gonna have you like you,
Yeah. Okay.
genuinely, and like that's something I'm learning right now. Like my family that I've built in Houston,
Uh huh. It
yeah,
just it's,
no one's gonna have you like you have you.
why do you think that is? And do you think that that's a Houston thing, or do you think because I mean you're from
No,
Florida, right? So
this is a
everyday thing
this
because
is
you
a
grew up like you said you grew up with people watering you. Like you got to a point where you had people watering you.
mm-hmm,
You had coaches,
mm-hmm.
teammates. I know when you're with your teammates, they not. Hopefully you're not on the whole shit, right? You're supposed to be on the same team, right?
You know,
But but I mean you've built community at different levels, right?
yes.
And so you got to Houston and all of a sudden you're saying you learned to trust no one, right? How did it get to that? How does it get to that point?
Um, in my sense, in my feelings, and how I feel, when someone's jealous and envious of you, they'll
Mm,
always try to sit here and try to knock you down,
minimize you.
minimize you.
Yeah.
Anything that you're working hard for, minimize you. And it's like when I got to Houston, all my friends that was in Florida sat here and showed me all their true colors.
Okay.
Going on the internet about me, people I confided in,
Yeah.
going on the internet about me, my business,
It's out there.
very personal business,
Wow.
confide on the internet.
So you have a pretty big following. So, I kind of want to talk about that, right? One, how do you grow? How did you grow that following? Look, nah, spill some shit. How did you grow that following to where it
Yo,
was, right? And what was it that you realized people liked about watching you?
my energy. Your energy doesn't lie. I used to dance, dope smash, verified. Uh,
Huh?
yeah,
Dub smash?
yeah.
No, you wasn't.
You better look me up, bro.
Get the fuck out of
You
here.
can look me up right now,
Dub fucking smash? Hold on. You still got clips of your shit? I'm gonna
bro.
look you up while you talk about this.
All right, go ahead, bro.
There's no way. You dub smash? Like what? Nah. Why would you do like that? Was just something you just came across or what?
No. So musically, the whole era, 2016, all of that. I was actually my dad in Lehigh, and it was like bounce that booty like a basketball. If you
Yeah.
don't shake it. So that's when I first, me and my cousin just started, doing a little, yeah, like how they do at the cookouts, and I just started recording. And my first viral video, I was at SCU softball camp. They recruited me, and I was in the dorm, and 500 500,000 views. It was a get silly, hey, get
Yeah.
silly, and from that day on, it just sparked, literally sparked. And then I had to stop because NIL just came,
Yeah.
so I had to stop. It was either making money off social media or sports, and the time I was just choosing sports,
Yeah.
literally. And then after my dad died, that's when NIL came.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, like
Could have made me
I
some
could make me
bread.
some
Some
bread.
change. You know what I'm saying?
NIL,
Like,
like
yeah, I didn't have to worry about no damn internet shit. I get NIL. I'm staying in college 4 5 years
six,
eating it up.
seven, like
Right? Yeah. Them lifetime college people. Nah, that's crazy.
yeah.
So like obviously your followers that you've met, they've known you. What is it that you've connected with by gaining? I mean, like you said, you kind of grew up,
They
by yourself for a while to somebody poured to you. Now you have an audience of almost 200,000 people looking at you on any given moment
hmm
about what you're doing and what kind of brand you're publishing out there. So, have you been able to connect with like some of the people that you follow? Because obviously you don't know everybody, but there's got to be some people that you've connected with along the way that have followed you.
Like what do you mean, like cool dads or like
Yeah, I mean, shoot. Yeah, you go.
oh,
Boom. Talk about us then.
cool
Yeah, that's an
dads?
easy one. Nah, for
You
real.
know what
That's
I'm
an
saying?
easy.
It's
You
big
just
shout.
met us. You
Yeah,
just met us. So yeah, talk about it. But that's what I mean. Like random encounters with followers that you wouldn't have known before that. You get what I
yeah.
mean?
I just walked by y'all, seen a
Yeah.
cool dad anniversary
Uh huh.
shirt, and I was like, dang, that's hard. And I seen like how y'all was talking with each other with respect, and respect goes a long way with me. And I was like, what is that? And that's when I was like, whose
Yeah.
shirt is that?
Yeah.
And that's when I came in and I
Yeah.
had to support the brand. So
No, I appreciate it. You
yeah,
know, that was so crazy because you really was just walking by and I was just like, "What's up?" And you was just like, "Yo, yeah, you shooting a video? What is it?" I was like, "Yeah, just go in. Yeah, we out." And now now you're modeling for us now. You're
yeah,
doing things with us, so that's really good how community connects. But
yeah.
just taking it a step further, right? Are there any followers that you met randomly that's followed you and maybe reached out to you via you know DMs or anything like that to be able to connect and you've connected with them on a basis to where like, man,
Definitely.
they've impacted my life or I've impacted their life.
Nah,
You know what
definitely.
I'm
I
saying?
could. That's pretty much my whole life
Yeah.
now. Like anybody that like it's very it's a blessing
Hmm.
that I could just reach out to anybody and they see it and they be like, oh, she got followers and
Yeah.
oh, let me connect with her.
Yeah.
It's a blessing and a curse
Yeah.
because people see you just for followers. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It's like whole time I'm actually trying to support you, be genuine with you.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, pretty much anybody that I've connected with or collabed with was either a reach out or they reached out to me and then we.
But so you're not one of them bougie people then.
I'm very
You
down to
always
earth.
like, hey, I'm cool with if it fits me or if it's something I can do or
Fits
I
my
can
brand,
if I
yeah.
can get behind it, like it's good money, like we can lock in, right?
Sometimes it's not even about money with me.
Yeah.
It's about the connection.
Yeah.
I'm very much a connection person, energy person.
Okay, so what type of other people are you trying to connect with in Houston? Now, I mean, you've been here for a year, right? We've already said you don't want to trust nobody. So, like, obviously you can't be like that. And that's not who you really are. So, what are you looking for going forward, right? As you make this next chapter in your life with boxing and things like that, because you like even just like you say when it comes to like followers, right? People start seeing that, hey, she out here whooping ass, right? She's getting fights, she's doing this, right? Now you're I say resurface, but now you're back again on the top, and now
Mm-hmm.
you're back in the spotlight, but in a different lane, right? So, what are you looking for as you continue to build this boxing career and like build a team around you?
I am looking to soak up as much knowledge because I am so new to the game. There's so much. It's a sweet science
Yeah.
and science that I don't even know about. So why
Okay.
not
Soak it up.
soak it up?
Yeah.
Why not reach out to Lights Out Tony? Why not reach
Yeah.
out to what I'm saying, Tank? Why not reach
Yeah.
out? You know what I'm saying?
And see what they
See
what kind of
what they can
information.
because they'll see me.
Yeah.
They'll see what I can do, and they'll what I'm saying, talk.
Okay. Are there any like women fighters that you look at right now? Like, man,
Clarissa,
yeah, I feel like yeah, that's a good one. That's a
Clarissa,
good one. That's a good one.
what she does for little girls,
Yeah.
how she impacts women, um, and what she is as a African American woman,
Mm.
2-time Olympian, like
Yeah. Facts.
that's OD.
That's ID. Yeah.
That's
So
OD,
so
and
that's somebody that you
no
would want to like
connect with
connect with
absolutely,
and okay.
and get game from her
Yeah.
as a woman in this sport.
Do you watch tape? Is that something you got to do? I mean, I ain't never boxed. I mean, I know you watch tape like with football and shit like that, but I ain't never boxed. So you like watch tape of like other fighters and figure out like where your style is because every boxer has their own style, right?
Correct.
So what would you consider your style to be like?
I'm still new.
Oh, you still trying to figure it
I'm
out?
so
Okay.
like I'm. This is the part of the journey where I understand who I am as a fighter and be comfortable, and then everything I've trained for will come out.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right.
I do study a lot of Floyd because I am in the
Okay.
Philly shit a lot.
Yeah.
I do study Caleb Plant, Limachenko, Clarissa.
Yeah. Obviously, I was about to say I kind of given, but yeah.
Yeah. Who else do I Lights Out Tony?
So do you aim to be like one of them pound for pound fighters, or more like a shifty fighter?
Both.
Both. Okay.
Both.
Yeah.
I can be finesse,
Yeah.
but I also can bring that heat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay. I can't wait to see the first matchup. You know what I mean? Yeah, I need some tickets to that one. That's gonna be a fire one.
It will be
So,
fire.
let's get back into this whole Houston thing, right? So you've been here for a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a year is long enough because people will probably still call you like a transplant. They call me transplant. I still go by Cali to this day. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I've been here for like 8 years. I'll never claim Texas, but I do love Texas because they showed me a lot of hospitality when I got here. So, um, what do you think this is where you'll be? I say permanently, but do you think this is where you
This
or do
is
you have
this is
a stop?
this is a what's this, a square on the
Yeah,
checkerboard, literally,
yeah.
till I get to home.
Till you get to home, which is Miami,
No,
or
I don't even know.
you don't even know.
Whatever God has called for me, like
Okay.
genuinely.
So how long do you think you're gonna be here for, or is it just whenever you feel like it's just that time to move?
Whenever God tells me
Okay.
to move.
So why you pick Houston in the first place anyway then?
Entrepreneurship,
So you like
streaming.
they was telling you like Houston was the wave?
Yes, all the streamers are
That's
here.
crazy. There's no way. Like Houston was that? Because I mean, Cost's not New York, right? What is it? He's not Houston, is
Nah,
it?
he was in Atlanta.
It was Atlanta. Okay,
Yeah.
he's Atlanta. Then you got like New York, and I feel like Miami's more of a streaming place than Houston is. But
Now, cause Ben the Don and all
yeah,
that went
yeah,
down there. It's
yeah,
more like
yeah. But dang, so
all the
you
streamers are literally here.
are here.
Here.
Hey, maybe I'm just not tapped. I mean, I guess I am 30 some years old, so I keep saying it like, are you sure? Because I'm like, I don't know. But then again,
Yeah, I'm positive.
I don't know any
There are
real
some streamers
streamers.
that moved out of here, but
Okay,
for the most
but
part,
most of
all
them.
the people that I was going to stream with
Mhm.
is in Houston.
So how is that streaming community, right? So did you go to like those streamer proms and shit like that I be seeing, or
No,
like how is the streaming community like for real? Is it really?
very transactional.
Yeah, okay, it is right. So
I'm
when
gonna
I
keep
be,
it. I'm gonna
is
keep
it
it
is it
very frank.
scripted? Is it scripted too? Because they be looking scripted. Like when I be seeing people,
Most of it is, yeah.
yeah, the shit show.
That's why I like that's why people be like, "Oh, can't you just be out the way?" Because I feel it. I feel the energy. Like when the cameras turn on, it's a whole different type of vibe. It's just sick, like performative. That's the
Yeah,
word, performative.
performative. So but you've been
Click
around it enough to like see it.
clickbaiting,
But
yeah,
you've been, yeah, that's what I was about to ask.
yeah.
So you've been around it enough to see like clickbaits that's happened and things like that. So what I
Oh,
want to
I
talk about,
clickbaited. Yeah,
I mean, shit, that's
you gotta
cool.
do
I
what you
mean, we
gotta
all
do.
do it. I mean, shit, my podcast is named Let's Argue About It, but we haven't sat here and argued about
But
shit, right?
nothing,
You
right?
know what I'm saying? So it is a clickbait, right? So,
Yeah.
my real question is, right, and I really want to dive into this, right, because I be seeing it, right? These young streamers that be spazzing out, right? You know, you got the one dude who's like now sipping lean and shit and doing all like, is streaming something that everybody can't do and it can really fuck up your mental if you get like streamer famous or what?
Absolutely. This is why I'm so adamant about not trusting anyone. Like, be
Mm-hmm.
very. I wouldn't say trust anyone. Be very mindful of who you trust.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like everything. Like my friends that brought up like my past and some more
Mm-hmm.
stuff. The internet is brutal. Like I never had anyone in my personal business. No one even knew I was in foster care
Yeah.
before my friends told my business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, and if you're not prepared for it,
And you couldn't even get your own narrative out before
yeah,
everybody
before
else took it
and then
and ran
everybody's
with it.
running with it,
Yeah.
and then they got their own opinions, and it's
Yeah.
like, damn, y'all don't even know me as a person.
Yeah.
Y'all don't even know, bro. The cars that I was dealt, y'all wouldn't even be able to go through the storm. So like,
Yeah.
why are you sitting here judging me, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you sound like you've been a part of the good and the bad part of social media.
Absolutely.
So how is it going through that bad part of social media? Because I spent right now I'm a firm believer, not a firm believer, but I just understand social media. If it's good stuff and it's positive, it don't get a lot of traction. I'm just keeping it a book. If you're doing the right things, if you're doing the good stuff, and I'm not gonna say all the time, right? You got the little clips here and there where kids saved another kid's life. Or
Yeah.
those little things are cool, but 90% of the timeline is people fighting.
Negative,
Is
toxic.
people throwing shade at each other.
Yeah.
Right? The recent most thing right now, what is Clay and Meg, right? Like negative stuff. Not when they were good and it was positive. It's now because it's a
negative.
cheating
Now it's
thing.
popping.
Now it's popping. Now everybody wants to have an opinion, right?
Right.
Why do you like? How do you navigate that if you're the creator of the negative image, right? So if somebody's talking stuff about you in the world, like how does that affect you? You have to get off social media for a while. Like how do you keep operating as business as usual? How do you do that?
So you gotta understand, all attention is good attention on media.
Really, that's crazy. And I say this because they had this nigga that was just beating on his wife, and he just did a post today, and I'm like, I don't know why shit is still in my algorithm, but the nigga was like, yeah, I appreciate all the attention, right? But I'm like, damn, like you saying this like confirming what he's saying is like negative or positive attention, y'all paying attention.
You're right.
right?
Y'all
So
paying
why,
attention.
but why is negative attention good? Like, how is that good?
Um, it's a psychological thing. I
Yeah,
I gotta psych myself out because I know myself as a person.
yeah,
I can't let this negative stuff get to me.
yeah.
So thank you for the negative attention. I'll monetize that. I appreciate it.
Gee. So how do you recover from that? Like cancel culture. How do you recover from? Like I'm not saying you was canceled, but like how do you prevent yourself from one being canceled and then at the same time not you know what I mean? Because it could have easily went to where you can't get monetized, right? Now for you not to sort of say that that's a good negative thing to have out there, but being in a foster care is not a bad thing, right? Like we're not gonna sit here and act like that's something that you should belittle people for, right? Because that's something that
Oh,
everybody
that's just the
that's
tip
something
of
you
the
can't do.
yeah.
But yeah, but that's something that everybody can't do, right? But like again, there's foster communities out there, things like that heard your story and was like, shit, I'm one of them.
Mhm.
I'm on board, right? So is that why you kind of think that like negative attention is good because even when there's negative attention, there's still gonna be this percentage of people that agree, and there's still gonna be this
Yeah,
percentage of
everyone's
people
gonna
that just
have
don't
their
like you.
opinions, bro. And at the end of the day,
Hmm.
it's gonna be on you as the creator. Are you gonna stop your brand?
Nah, absolutely. Well, nah,
No,
not
you
at all.
can't stop your brand
You
because
can't.
somebody has their own opinion.
Yeah,
Is
can't.
Michael Jordan gonna stop
Yeah,
shooting threes?
nah, yeah. At the end of the day,
At the end of the day,
you
like
can't.
all attention is good attention.
Yeah,
Y'all's comment is making money in my
in my
account. I thank y'all.
thank you.
Thank
That's
you.
it. Keep it paid, and then you just keep going as if like they don't matter, and it just eventually blows away.
Yeah,
Like
because
those
I'll just
storms are.
post and get off. Like y'all's comment is not doing anything in my real life right now.
Yeah,
Y'all not wiping my tears.
yeah. Y'all not sitting here watching Netflix with me. I'm
Y'all
I'm
not
chilling.
y'all not watering me.
Yeah, I'm chilling. Yeah, but you're getting me paid though, so appreciate it.
I
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Damn. So if you was a new content creator coming into the game, like, would you do it or would you not? Like knowing what you know now, if you
Yes,
was a new
social media
content.
is so powerful in the
Okay.
right hands.
Okay.
Yes, you can be a millionaire off social media.
Yeah.
You
Some
can
people are. I get it.
no yeah like
Yeah.
social media is very powerful. It is a it's an outlet. It's a way to connect with your community. Like I wouldn't even I wouldn't know what I would do without social media right now. I wouldn't be who I am without well of course my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, but
Yeah.
who I am, Jenkavia, as a walking brand right now is because of social media.
That's crazy. And because I really be talking about this with like older people, right?
Hmm.
Because I'm a normal man, right? I don't say I got a 9 to 5, but I got a business,
Hmm.
right? I do something that, like logistics and shit like that. Like this whole scene of like ticking down, talking creative is new to me. I've always felt like I've been a creator and talker and all that
Hmm.
other stuff, but like being able to put it to words and put it to action like this has not been the easiest, right? And even as a person who's coming into the game at a late age,
Hmm.
right? Understanding that what you just said right there is that everybody uses social media and a lot of people that are even younger than me, like it's their I didn't say it's their lifeline, but it's where they get everything from. It's where you get your news, right?
Hmm.
OGs used to get newspapers. Now you got to log in and you got 15 seconds of what you need to know for the day.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Oh, it's a storm here, or it's not, or this or
Right.
that, all right? So, I 100% understand it, but what I really want to know is in your peer group, right? I'll say the 20s,
Hmm.
the 20s, ones to the 25s, right? Like, if y'all were to like not have social media right now, would y'all
Regrets.
go crazy? Would y'all like regress that bad or what?
A lot of people depend on social media.
Yeah,
Um, and a lot of people haven't monetized their following. So if
yeah.
social media was to your grits, no cheese.
And so when you say monetize, like everybody can't monetize or anybody can
Correct.
monetize,
No, not
right?
everybody can monetize. Not everyone can make money off reels.
Okay.
Not everyone can make money off promo posts.
Yeah.
Not everyone could bring in the insights for brands to sit here and pay you for a gig.
Yeah. But you've changed yours over time, right? Because what started your viral sensation was
Was
dancing.
dancing.
So now you're somewhere else. So what the brands initially were buying or paying for, what people were following you for, you've changed since then. Has
Very
that
much.
affected your money or has your money just grown because you've switched into better lanes?
So when like I said, the whole NIL and stopping,
Mm-hmm.
I've lost over 100,000 followers, and yeah,
So
stop.
you at like 250 now, right?
No, I'm at 231.
So that means you was
I
at
was,
3. That
I
means
was
you almost
at,
have a ticket. You was almost have a ticket.
yeah, I was at
Yeah, that's what
317.
I'm saying. Like that's what I'm asking. Like you say 100,000. Like what the fuck?
I was at 317.
I need to understand something because people don't get this. 320,000 people are following you on like I don't even think Beyonce can pack out a stadium with 321,000 people. Don't get me wrong, she got a million followers. Let me not
Nah,
do
she
that.
can definitely.
I be Beyonce hating. I'm trolling y'all.
Nah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm trolling. I'm
Hey,
trolling like
Queen
a
Bee,
mother.
look,
I'm
listen.
trolling like a motherfucker. I be Beyonce hating. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was so uncalled for. Hate don't look good
Don't
on
be
you.
doing don't be doing
Hate
Queen
don't look
Bee.
good. Hate don't look good on me today. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's crazy. That was such unprovoked hate. But but yeah, like that's like people don't understand the power of just like having people look at you, even if it's just 10 people, 100 people,
Yes,
100,000 people,
10 people
right?
in a room. What you gonna do?
Like that's
So just
crazy.
imagine 100,000 people. What you gonna do?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a blessing.
Is there pressure to have to always post daily?
No,
Okay.
unless I want to make money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's also very adamant that you take your mental health
Yeah.
serious.
Okay.
So if you need a break, step away.
Okay.
Social media gonna always be there.
Yeah.
Always.
So how does so I'm gonna really talk about this. So how does like, I ain't gonna lie to you. If I had a couple half a ticket followers, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm outside. I'm outside every day. I'm outside
No.
I'm 33 now. I'm a family man with a fiance. So when you see this baby,
Congratulations.
understand that we are not talking about now. We're talking about when I was younger. If I was 22 and and didn't know you, this would be a different story, sweetheart. Ava may not be here. Or Ava might have been here, but had like 3 or 4 other siblings. But nah, like, so how does that work when you're like filter out people that are trying to be like quote unquote love interest for you, right? Are you somebody who, you know what I mean, that like you date people from social media, or are you like into the wild type? But like you said, you can't really trust people because they know you like that, they know this and that and the third.
So
So
it's
dating is
it's really hard to just like date a regular person because it's
yeah.
like, do you just see me for my followers and
Uh-huh.
what I can bring to the table,
Yeah.
or you know what I'm saying? Like that's
So
why
so you can't date a regular person?
I can, but it's
It's
just like
hard? Why is it hard?
it's more of my ego.
It's your ego. Oh, you
But it's
can't.
like it's more of like damn, is she gonna just want me to be around just cause following? Like
Yeah.
it's really like a motherfuckers will use you.
Yeah, but what if they're not like a social media person? What if they don't really give a fuck about so like what if they're really like just a person who
No social
they
media is perfect for
know what I'm
me.
saying? So like would you like but if they
Yeah.
have a social media, they're just like, I don't know if I can do this because they not on my level yet.
No, not necessarily
Okay.
because that's not
Yeah, I was
humble at
about to
all.
ask it. Yeah,
That's
okay.
not
Because
humble
you
at
said
all.
you can't do normal, so I'm about to ask
No,
you.
no,
Yeah,
no, no.
yeah,
Okay, so let me just
yeah,
backtrack. Um, I can tell when someone is like, "Oh my god, you have 300 followers," and then
yeah. Try to talk.
try to talk.
Yeah,
Somebody will see my page and just be cool and see me as a person and not a brand. Or
yeah.
then okay, I'll be all right. Maybe I could take you a little serious,
Take it a little serious.
but
They still gotta be up there though. You got
unfortunately,
standards. I get it. You got
yeah,
standards. I get it.
yeah.
I get
But
it. So I'm gonna ask you this, right?
ah,
This is really about the
shit,
question I'm about to ask you. Well, I'm gonna get to that. Actually, I'm gonna ask you this first,
bro,
right?
you're
So
messy.
like so like hey, I'm not messy because I don't. I'm telling you, we just now talking. I don't know. We are getting to know each other right now on this couch, right? And to be fair, you are the second woman that's been on this couch. You feel
Hmm.
me? So like we're breaking barriers right now because like I feel like I gotta start diversifying. So I
Right.
need to figure out
Hmm.
how the real world works. And so
Right.
at the end of the day, like, what's your daily life like right now? Like, you focusing on boxing? Like, how
Just
does that
boxing right
work?
now.
Just boxing 100%? All right.
Just boxing and bettering myself as a
Okay.
woman, as an advocate.
Okay.
Um, yeah,
An advocate for.
sexual abuse.
Okay. All right. Well, we won't have to get into that, but
Yeah, we won't.
that we do take that shit serious, y'all. So
Hmm.
um, with that being said, right? We know you're an advocate. We know that we talk about you being single. Like, if they're on your level, right? Is there a reason why a lot of these people just be kind of like recycling the same people? Is that why they do that? Is that why like they don't just come down? Because I be thinking about it, right? Like you think about these rappers, you think about these influencer women, they all just be kind of flip flopping back between each other. And I'm just like, bro, that's Stephen Diggs, you know what I mean? Like you should be looking like, yo, what the fuck going on? Like there's a billion of them Cardi B's out here, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful. There's a billion of Cardi B's out here. Like why you had to pick that one, right? So is that something that like you understand now when you because you're I ain't gonna say because you're in that level, but you are in that level, right? Like what is
Yeah,
that?
yeah, I understand that. Some like it's kind of hard to just tell somebody your lifestyle.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? If you already know, you already know.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm balling. I'm not saying
Nah,
I'm
but
like the
like I
richest,
mean,
but you know what I'm saying. Like it's when you go out, you gotta act a certain way because you never know. Somebody might be filming you, might
yeah,
post it on Threads or like
yeah,
shade room or something.
yeah.
It's
You can't
I
move
I
crazy.
I can't.
Yeah,
Some shit you just gotta know.
yeah. You just
Yeah,
gotta know to know.
yeah.
Okay. Damn.
And sometimes it's harder to like, hey, this is what you gotta do, and you already dating somebody that knows what the hell they doing
Yeah.
and
So
how to
do you
protect
think?
me and how to protect themselves.
So do you? Are those do those relationships be real genuine, or do you think they're transactional too?
Both.
Both.
I've dated women
Okay.
that just wanted me for views.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like you was like cool, like they told you like I just want to do this for some views, and you were like all right, cool, or you just knew it's like I really don't give a fuck.
Both.
Oh, okay. Why would you? Well, so why? Why would you? You don't strike me as a person just like I ain't going for shit like that. So why you? Why do you think you was like okay, I'm cool with this?
Engagement.
Okay.
Um, like it's a business too. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
I need to monetize.
So do you guys do like those dramatic ass breakups and shit too? Or like,
Mm,
oh my god, we just seen them. They're doing
I
cute
do.
TikToks at the
I
rodeo.
do.
Now, next thing you know,
I did one.
yeah, you
I
feel
did
me?
one.
Hold on, we got Maya back there laughing. Maya,
I
what
did
we
one.
talking about? Look, she said what?
I
Come,
did one,
yeah,
and
so you did what?
that was the that was the
And it went like viral and shit. You was
it
just
was
like,
yeah, it
yeah,
went very very
yeah,
crazy. It went
yeah.
very and
This is
to this
crazy.
day you could still look up our name and it's together. Like
Yeah. I'm finna.
I
This is
hate
so crazy. I'm gonna do so much research, y'all, today. When I get on TikTok, I'm finna go through the scroll. I'm finna be like, y'all finna go see what the fuck has been going on. Because this is like a whole underworld of like people that I've never met
yeah
that I don't know. But I guess being 11 years older, it's really like, yeah,
so
we got.
much
This is why you gotta connect with y'all young people, y'all, because y'all will understand that there's a lot of motion and stuff happening. You know, down in that young adolescence range. So that's pretty cool though. So all right, so we get off the whole love topic because I mean clearly we, I don't want to love bomb you, but I get it. I understand it. I get that, there are moments where you kind of have to be like, hey, if you know, you know, if you don't, you don't. Right.
yeah
So
and don't like I'm very humble, very down to earth.
yeah.
But sometimes it just be like it's a more of a task to tell you how to act.
Yeah. Do you feel like you've had to tell some people how to act before?
Yeah,
And that's why you just like, yeah, I can't do this shit no more.
yeah, and now it's just focusing on myself and boxing.
Okay. But marriage is the goal for you though at some point, right?
Yeah, of course, and kids.
And kids? Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm for real. Like marriage inside some. I mean, you're 22, so I know we talk about shit. Like,
yeah,
yeah,
that's
don't think about
a
you
little
like
down the
30.
line.
Yeah,
I ain't
that's
gonna
line.
lie.
That's down the line. But you never know. You might find the right one tomorrow. Next thing you know, y'all getting married in 6 months. It
I don't
happens.
know about tomorrow.
It happens. It happens. It happens. I'm telling you, don't close your heart. It happens. So like, what are your go-to spots in Houston? Right? Like, if you like shit, I'm finna go out. You know, trying to find some of the baddies. Where you going? And this is not no promotion for any of y'all because any of these places she named is probably only for the people who are like 25 and under. So if you in my
Yo,
age bracket,
all right.
if you in my age bracket, don't try to take this as like, oh, we finna. No, we not going there.
I
We
don't.
still going to the 30 and up spots.
I don't usually. All right. I don't usually go out.
Yeah.
From the time like I've been in Houston, maybe went out like maybe 7 times.
Damn. So
Yeah.
how do you? So you don't go out, and I'm not saying that's all streamers do is they go out, but I mean like most of the streaming that you see, I mean I guess it is in the house.
It's the
But
same shit.
it'd be like parties and kickbacks and
It's
shit
the
like you be
same
doing.
shit, same people
Yeah, every time.
every time. And if I'm going out with these same people every time, it's
Yeah,
gonna be the same shit. We drinking the same
same
shit.
shit, and y'all doing the same shit
Same
every day.
shit. Every weekend I'm tired.
I
Y'all
just,
not
I
tired?
just don't understand how people are tuned into this so much. Like, what is it that people are
We're
feeding?
lost. There's a lot of lost souls.
Like, you got people on there while y'all just sitting there in the chair drinking some yak, talking to each other, and people in
And
the
they're
comments
just in there
going
commenting.
crazy.
And it's like, and
What's the craziest thing you did on stream?
kiss somebody.
That's not bad. Like people they kiss in movies. Okay, that's crazy.
That is crazy because I've never done that.
You never kiss anybody?
Bro, on stream.
No. Okay. I'm sorry, bro. You gotta be clear. Like, wait, what are we talking
Bro,
about?
on stream, bro.
Okay.
On
Okay.
stream.
It was like a little peck. Like
Yeah, it was just a little peck, but it was
okay.
clickbait.
That was clickbait.
It was clickbait.
It was
You know what I'm
just
saying?
clickbait. Okay.
That's it.
That
Nothing
was
more,
it.
nothing less.
That was nothing more. Okay. And y'all like planned that prior to
Yeah.
oh, we're gonna do this on stream.
Yeah.
So you guys like come up with scripts for streams?
Basically, or we'll put out a flyer, or it'll be like, "Hey, Cal, let's do a cooking stream."
Okay.
And then the 24-hour cooking stream,
Yeah.
and then boom, people will come in and be on the stream.
That's so dope. But it's also so crazy because why is somebody watching y'all for 24 hours cooking? Now I get it. People jump in and jump out. But
Yeah,
still,
yeah.
at
But
3 a.m. in the morning, I'm watching y'all cook some food. Like, that's
Mhm.
crazy. You got to be really high to do that. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know? I don't feel like this
Nah, but-
episode has made me feel like 20 years younger. I ain't gonna lie to you.
nah, but we'll cook and then
Mhm.
the rest will just be chilling, and everybody just loves the camaraderie of
Okay.
everyone chilling. Like
So do you have have you ever been part of like a streamer house?
I was,
Oh, tell me about that. How was that experience?
I dodged a bullet.
So you was there for like a day and you
Nah.
like, get out. Okay.
Nah, I came to Houston and that's when everything,
Oh.
like all my friends and everything, like,
Yeah.
and the same people that wanted me to be in the house is the same people that was bandwagoning.
Yeah.
So I dodged the bullet. Why would I be in the house if y'all low key can't know me?
Yeah.
Y'all don't even know me,
And
but
then
y'all wanted me to be a special guest.
in that house.
Right? That doesn't make sense. But you bandwagoning.
So
The
then
hate.
they kind of killed it. That means you'll probably never do one because they kind of be like, oh, nah, I can never do this.
And every time I come around, you know, like, I'm not saying every streamer is like this because a lot of streamers help me out in a time of need, but for for example, Ross. Big shout out to Ross.
Rick Ross?
Nah.
You guys gotta be. Hey, look. You see what I'm saying, y'all? This is what I'm saying. You gotta talk to our young people because she say Ross. I'm thinking Ross the boss. Rick Ross, right? She talking about a whole nother Ross. Everybody, you know, and she from my
Maybach music.
You know what I'm saying? I'm about to. You thought you about to talk about Drake and shit, man. Look,
nah.
But okay. But shout out to Ross. You still big time, Ross.
Bro.
All right, shout out to Ross. Wherever Ross is, you still big time, dog.
Big shout out to Ross, and you already know who else too, but those were some real genuine friends, and I can honestly say like those are pretty much the only streamers in my group that hold me accountable for everything that I've done wrong and giving me a soft love that I needed. Like there was this one time we was play fighting, and I didn't even realize it was literally a fight or flight response, and Ross told me like you don't have to do that, and I was like, damn, like I literally like broke down. I was like, damn, like I didn't even realize I was doing that. And for her to see that in me, like, okay, I see it's not just trans. I took the cameras off and everything, like that meant a lot to me, very much, because it's just a lot of underlying layers on layers on layers.
So you talk about layers, right? So are you a firm believer in like therapy or what? Like what is your therapy to get through a lot of this? Like you talk about disconnecting, you talk about being able to be like, so what's your I mean, I know boxing, right? But even if you're not boxing for the day, right? Like what are other ways that you kind of just be like, I'm good, you know? Sorry about that, Dodie, because
All right, because
you gonna like say, hey,
we're gonna
I'm
keep
a
it
cool
jug
dad
free
for a reason. You feel me?
Keep it jug free for the kids.
I'm a cool dad for a reason. But no, but not for real. Like outside, like are there like you paint? You like to walk outside? You take nature? Do you yoga? Things like that. Like what are things you do?
There's a lot of hobbies that I would love to try to do, but there is a point in time where I didn't love myself. I loved everyone else. And I think this is the era where I start learning myself and loving myself.
Okay. So what is
boxing was literally the only outlet.
Jeez.
So
how important it is for you to find that self-love?
It's important because I'm tired of being broke. Like I'm tired of being broken. Like
we ain't broke. Hey, I know it's not
tired of being
it's
broken.
a serious moment, but yeah, we ain't broke at all.
Yeah, just tired of being broken and tired of trying to give the love that I deserve. You know what I'm saying? It's time to just rein back on my life, bro.
So you say you have like a big heart? You think you have like
overly big?
Is that something that you had before you met, your forever home, or is that something where once you got to your forever home, it was like, dang, this is how you really love people. This is because they poured so much into you. It just really, it's like shit. I gotta return this to the world. Like
I've always had a big heart. From the time I can remember. Deep down, like I even love my abusers. Like it's that deep, bro.
Yeah.
It's that deep. And I love hard. Love hard. Very loyal to shit I don't even need to be loyal to.
Yeah.
And that just comes from layers of childhood trauma. And it's just, I'm 22 now.
Yeah.
And my family is telling me I need to love myself.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, nobody else can make you happy. No one else can make you find
Literally.
peace. Nobody, we talk about it all the time, right? Like you gotta find that within yourself, and the only way you really gonna get that is by going through the Lord. To be honest with you, but He gonna show you how to what you need to do and what you need to let go to be able to love yourself properly. So,
Yeah.
if you find love in the Lord, He'll pour it right back into you, and you'll have everything that you need. So,
Amen.
I'm glad that shit. Some people don't learn this until they in their 50s. So
Yeah, I don't want to be a late
so
bloomer.
exactly. So for you to know it at 22 and to like have that self-awareness to want to, find that and get better, just know that you got a community over here for sure that supports you in that.
I appreciate
sure?
it, cool dad.
Are you only child?
Oh, yes, I am.
Me too. Shout out. That's why we
shout
vibe.
out.
Because,
You know what I'm
shout out to
saying?
the only kids. You know what I mean?
Only kids.
People gonna call me people call us selfish and all types of stuff, but I think that like being an only child also attributes to like learning self-love, because a lot of times you got people that have brothers and sisters that lift them up, encourage them, protects them, right?
Mhm.
Like when stuff goes wrong,
It's a bit
you
different.
got big brother,
Yeah.
whatever. You got somebody in your corner. You going to war with a lot of time. But when you by yourself, I say you by yourself, but when you're only child, sometimes mama ain't
Yeah.
right there to answer the call, and your next line of defense isn't a sibling, so you got to figure out where you can go. So I think a lot of that does play a part into. I think it's hard to be an only child and learn self love. I'm just gonna be real with you. I think it's easier when you have a support system that's a sibling. But
Yeah, and I think it's also hard too because like I said, I was in the foster care, so my mom and dad had me at 16,
mm-hmm.
and my mom got incarcerated at 2. Dad died at 18, and navigating the world, 18 years old by myself, not really talking to my foster mom because some other shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a very cold, lonely world, and I'm trying to find love in whoever, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's where if y'all don't take anything from what I say from this podcast, just take this. Learn to love yourself, bro. Genuinely. You're gonna put yourself in situations where you don't need to be. You're gonna break yourself down, and you could have prevented it if you just took the time and loved yourself.
Nah, that's real. That's real. So you loved over here. Just know that. Know that. Know that for sure. Every time. All right. Always got somebody you can call. Every
Amen.
time. Every time.
Always.
So, chew. Break. Well, I mean, you can edit that part. That's cool. So we talked about a plethora of things today, but also I see you recently been hooping, right? I'm a cool dad hooper. Just so you guys know. Put me on the one-on-one scene. I'm cooking Nas. I'm cooking.
Are you gonna cook me though?
You gotta get to me first.
You know, old heads
you gotta get to me. We got the old game. We got the old school game. But I see you've been doing some runs lately. That's something that you want to keep doing. Like you always been a hooper or what? Where does that come from?
I've always wanted to pick up the ball and hoop.
Okay.
Not gonna lie. Like I said, I wasn't always able to play sports in my adolescence years. So when I did pick up the ball, it was really late. And AAU very expensive. Just at a third, but I always had this raw talent, athletic. And I didn't start hooping until 9th grade.
Sheesh.
Like for real. And it was okay, 9th grade. All right, I think I want to go to college for this. But this is when the NIL,
Yeah.
I'm already making money from Instagram.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I'm gonna put this down. Cause I know I'm gonna always have it. Bro.
Yeah, once you put it down, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about acting. I thought I wanted to play sports, didn't realize I wasn't going to be 6 foot. I could have just kept acting. I'm gonna lie to you.
Let me see a little role right now. Role play, cosplay. Let me see. Oh, let me see.
It's crazy. Y'all want me to cosplay?
Let me see. Let me get a.
I have all you motherfuckers in Pelican Bay. Denzel. I was Denzel before Denzel. You know, put me on the
Okay.
spot. But you know, I know all the words to Bad Boys 2, start to finish. Rush Hour 2, my favorite movie. So,
Loving basketball.
Nah.
That's who you.
Yeah, yes, everybody does. I knew it.
Yo,
So here we go,
that's
y'all.
who he looks like.
Here we go, y'all. Here it is. I get the Omar Epps tagline. Yes, I know. I was
Okay.
waiting for it.
Bro, I was like, bro,
Yeah.
you look like somebody.
Yeah, and I didn't have no relationship with my dad, so I be telling people that that's my dad. When people say that, I be like, that's my dad. They be like, what, for real? I be like, yeah. They don't be believing it at all. But shit, the niggas be like, probably sitting here like, yo, I know your son. He be like, who? I don't know this nigga. Nah, for real. Nah, dead ass. But
That's
nah,
real.
I do get that. Like, so speaking of acting, do you ever talk about, doing acting? What about that?
Yeah, but I'm just awkward.
I
I don't know. I'm just awkward.
You're in
Like
front of the camera all the time. You stream, literally.
I'm still awkward on camera, bro.
For real?
I'm just me.
Yeah.
And like a lot of people have told me, like I just have the it factor. That's why people are so drawn. And I don't even. It takes a lot of people to tell you, but if you don't believe it yourself, it's like, like what the fuck?
You gotta, yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's kind of how this podcast came around. Somebody was like, "Yo, you should do it." I'm like, "Yeah, all right." Oh, you should do it. Yeah, all right. But shout out to my boy B Mac, right? Yeah, football player, NIL, right? I signed him to an NIL deal. Met him through another friend. I was like, "Hey, bro, we have like this NIL partnership, but also like this big brother, little brother thing in the sense of like, I try to teach him the game of like trucking and stuff like that. But to be real, we were just doing an interview to make for like the partnership content, and then like his interview took off, and I was like, somebody, yeah, you should keep it going. Like, I told you was good at this. I was like, yeah, but fun fact, I don't even watch any of these videos.
Yeah, you're not supposed to.
Yeah, I don't watch any of them. I just be posting them and just I get the clip, I make him clip it. I was like, yeah, not make him, but appreciate you, Tony, for clipping it. But yeah, but he'll clip it, and we keep it moving. All right, if you had to go back in time to talk to that 8-year-old self of yours, what would you tell her?
Be strong. Everything gonna work out. And trust the Lord.
Amen. Amen. Solid.
Yeah.
Well, KV, I appreciate you for coming and taking the time to tell your story and sit on this couch, right? It means a lot to me. This episode is 100% different than what I normally do. And I think that this is something that, will open up a lot of people's doors and eyes of just kind of like being able to speak out and to speak on the stuff that they go through and to staying strong. So, if anybody's watching this, of my 20-something people that watch my shit, if you're watching this, I hope you guys took something, right? Because at the end of the day, like she said, the biggest thing you can do, the best thing you can do for yourself is love yourself. If you love yourself and have God, everything else will fall right in place.
Amen.
All right. So I appreciate you for coming. Any shout outs you want to give before we get up off here?
Big shout out to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Come on.
Because I wouldn't be here without him, literally. His will, his way. Big shout out to everyone that's been in my life. Everyone has literally walked in my life, whether it be a lesson. I appreciate you. Big shout out to Cal. Appreciate you.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for trusting me with this project.
Come on.
Yeah.
The minute you say you have some stuff to say, I like, shit, we can get you on. We can say whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
Right?
And I appreciate everyone that's tuning in. May God bless y'all. And may God cover y'all. I love y'all.
Amen. And like, we get to the best part of it. Shout out to Cool Dad. Shameless plug time. If you're looking for a father community to join, we're the one. Come DM me, all the good stuff. We here 24/7. If you're looking to come sit on this couch and just chalk it up, just to be on some cool shit, you know where to reach me. All right? And we out.